Hello and welcome to the Garlic Bread Brigade podcast episode 51. My name is Mike and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast after our wild episode 50 special two-parter.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't checked that out, go check them out. They're fantastic pieces of content where we pretty much just go wild on a couple of topics. Well, not topics. Two wild on two different things. That's why it's a two-parter. So please check it out.
Yeah.
But let's get into this episode. So, as of recording it, this is probably our first recording of the month of November. Time sure has flown by. It's getting closer to the year 2024, and we're getting close to that Christmas and New Year's period.
You can hear Mariah Carey from here.
Yes, I know the stores haven't started playing those, but the store have definitely started getting those Christmas gift wraps and
those decorations.
I saw like a tree the other day at like Kmart, and it was like wild.
I guess I saw one at Big W.
Nice.
Crazy.
Dude, not long. It was like a couple days ago, all Halloween stuff, and then like at that time, like they were still putting Christmas stuff, and then now it's fully just Christmas have like taken over. It's just like it's devoured all the Halloween stuff that was there.
They're trying to get it to quick. I believe it's probably even worse in America because America they have to do the Thanksgiving stuff, then they have to go to Christmas. So it's like they're switching.
I don't even think they're like I'm not a Thanksgiving expert, but I am a food expert. Thanksgiving is pretty much all about food, so maybe there is not much decoration.
Maybe not, but you know what I mean. Like
I do get what you mean.
I don't know. Maybe they change the turkeys for candy canes. I don't know. For instance,
who knows? This is all just about sales marketing.
Yeah, they want your money.
More importantly, down here where we are in Australia, November, we call it Movember, which is where many people grow out their mustaches, which we will be doing. We'll probably grow out some fancy ass mustache hair.
Yes,
in support of cancer.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure also
it's meant to like show awareness to cancer. I'm not exactly sure know how the mustache is linked to cancer, but the one thing I do know is that Movember sounds cooler than November.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's good to raise awareness for health issues and whatnot. So why not?
That is correct, and it's the perfect time to grow that sexy mustache that you can
right
look
before
cool.
Christmas.
Yeah, you know, like mustaches can like are like, how do you say it, like multi-purposeful. You know, you can look like an older dude, or you could look like a more
refined gentleman.
More refined gentleman. Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can like rip that mustache off. You know, like you can have the disguised mustache and then like rip it off, like they do in the movies. Like, haha, you thought it was, you didn't see through my disguise. I was actually this person all along.
Imagine don't have an actual mustache. That would be so painful.
Yeah, bro, just grab some wax and just wax it off.
Yikes.
Will be painful.
A lot of hair. A lot of hair just to wax off instantly.
But all honesty, this is just a campaign to support your awareness to like cancer and mental health issues, I believe.
Yeah. And stuff of that kind.
Correct. Now, what are we? You might be wondering, what have we been doing? Yes. So as
Thanks
recording,
for asking.
Yeah. What a troll. Yeah. So Mike and I, we've been like playing Genshin because Genshin released their newest update. With one of their newest characters. This is not a sponsored ad for Genshin. They released their Hydra Archon Farina, and everyone's pretty much summoning for it and playing through the ending of the Fontaine story quest. So yes, if you're wondering how we go with getting Farina, we both ended up getting Farina. And we're playing the game, enjoying, having a good time. That's probably why you're going to see a bit of lack of YouTube content because we're playing Genshin.
Yep, and then eventually we'll continue recording.
That does
And
not
for
mean we've got
me,
lack of content. We still got some great content coming up.
still need to edit some videos as well. Fun. 3 hours
Editing
of SpongeBob
videos,
needs editing.
videos editing, need some thumbnail creation,
Yeah,
and need some idea generation for new stuff.
man.
Outside of that, we've just been, like just some chilling,
So
chilling, and just catching up on some. I've been catching up on some anime because, you know, as an anime fanatic, I've been trying to catch up on stuff. I've been falling behind because of work and Genshin and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yes, outside of that, nothing too exciting has happened. Outside of Mario Wonder, which has been a phenomenal game, you guys should check it out.
we still need to play more of that.
We need to play more Mario Wonder. Yep, and I can see like that a lot of people playing it, and it just keeps I keep saying great things. So if you haven't picked up Mario Wonder, definitely pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good games released around the same time. That and like Spider-Man 2. And some other
Yes,
games, probably. Not forgetting off the top of my head, so yeah.
yes, and just yeah.
Yeah.
Down here in Australia, the weather has been too wild to do anything crazy. Like it's supposed to be spring heading into summer. You think like that
Same
going
here.
out and about would be the play. Um,
It's been like fluctuating from cold to hot.
exactly. Like there's been like a recent thunderstorm that happened. I think earlier of this recording where there's been a thunderstorm.
Yep.
So can't even start prepping for the summer, but you can start prepping for Christmas, like we said.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Christmas trees and all that.
yeah, we'll see what we probably gonna maybe we'll play like a Christmas game for Christmas. Who knows?
Maybe I don't know. We'll find
We'll,
one.
we'll come up with a Christmas special.
Maybe a flash game or something. I don't know. That'd be fun.
Flash game. Well, flashbang would be wild. A flash game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, we'll see. I
So
guess.
let's just dive into some of the other stuff we're gonna talk about. Yeah. So we were just talking about game releases. Modern Warfare 3 decided to also release the game very recently.
Game of the Year material. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
uh. Mm, uh. mm,
Yeah. That's all I can say.
I mean, the game, its campaign came out a couple days early if you pre-ordered it, and
Okay. Before we go any further, let's just give like a review of of us as gamers, right?
yeah,
We used to play Call of Duty all the time. Like there is no doubt
yeah,
about
we
it.
did.
Call of Duty was one of the most fun games for us when we were younger. We did play Call of Duty, whether it be with friends, whether it be just playing just some online multiplayer, whether it be team deathmatch, domination, capture the flag, uh, whatever the other one called, search and destroy.
Search and Destroy,
Whether it be just
Hardpoint.
there's a whole bunch of other game modes. Whether
Yeah,
we'd be playing like Call of Duty Zombies and just like camping areas and like just trying to survive. Not doing the Easter egg because we're actually terrible at the game.
yep.
So we did have a lot of experience with Call of Duty. However, Call of Duty's been falling off every year. It's not been
since like
getting better.
since like 2019 probably.
Right, since like ever since the release of Call of Duty Ghost.
I mean, that was just the lowest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because
It's low.
we want everyone pretty much wants grounded Call of Duty. I think that was the last one before they started doing those exo jumping and those
Yeah.
hero modes where you, like not hero modes, hero select, champion select, whatever they call it nowadays, where everyone gets abilities, or and then like you sit there and you have to accumulate like what is going on. You just want just normal Call of Duty where you shoot people, earn points to build up a kill streak, use that kill streak, and yeah, we don't need Call of Duty to be. It doesn't need to have matchmaking, so that means like because that like so like yeah like skill based matchmaking. So yeah, so this left us lingering and wandering around for a new FPS game that we were both looking for, and yeah, there is no FPS game outside of Call of Duty that I can remember that's been just like a standard everyone, because like every other FPS game you pretty much play nowadays doesn't have like a large fan base as much as Call of Duty does. So like finding players to play and stuff, you know what I mean?
It's probably hard.
Right,
Harder.
exactly. Because the other game that we used to compete with Call of Duty was Battlefield, and Battlefield is not as good either.
Well, it's not as good as Evo, yeah, and its player
Right.
base is way smaller.
Yeah, no. Well,
Gotten
obviously,
better. It's
no.
gotten
Like
better.
I wouldn't say way smaller. It's just like that they fumbled the bag with one of them, and then like that just pretty much killed like pretty much like all the players. They jumped to other games, and now pretty much the same thing's happening in Call of Duty. If I
To an
remember.
extent, I guess.
So this Call of Duty releases, and I was hoping maybe it can get me back into Call of Duty.
I mean, the last one we played was the 2019 one, which was actually good, personally.
Black Ops 3? 4?
That came out in 2015. No. Modern Warfare 2019.
Oh, what am I talking about? Modern Warfare. Did we play it a lot? I don't remember. I don't remember.
We played it alone when it came out, and then we played it here and there like 2 years ago, I think. But it was just taking up too many gigs, and then like the matchmaking.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then like of course now a lot of people all just play like Warzone.
Then the Warzone and the new ones.
Yeah, no one really plays like a lot of people play Warzone, and then yeah, of course like too much space. So yeah, Call of Duty, everyone. A history of us and Call of Duty in a nutshell.
I mean, we used to be big fans, and then we can't.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like. I mean, the problem with Call of Duty is I'm gonna say the problem with Call of Duty, right, is that like everyone like it's like the FIFA problem, the NBA problem, every game problem. It's not the fact that it releases yearly. Like that's not the issue. The issue is that like the fan base all just jumped on a new one.
I guess
because like that means like once like the new Call of Duty releases, like the old one pretty much like has no player base
for the most part. Yeah.
Well, that means you can't play. You can't play. How do you say it? You can't play multiplayer, right? Like that's and that's like a huge core component. But that doesn't mean you can't not play the campaigns. Like the campaigns are still there.
Yeah.
The other part is that like the new generation of the consoles just released. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that means you couldn't play the better Call of Duty. Like some of the best Call of Duty were on the PlayStation 3 when we played PlayStation 3 era to the PlayStation 4 era.
Yeah.
Which Black Ops 2 and like the original MW2, like those were the best Call of Duties. Now you can't play them because backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
You know, on console, you can probably still play them on PC, but on console you can't play them.
Wouldn't recommend it personally, but yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't recommend it. But what we're trying to get at is that like you pretty much can't play a Call of Duty except for the latest one, unless you want to go back like to like Black Ops probably 4 and play like a zombies experience, or a Black Ops 3, I think.
You can play multiple other games. It's just you're gonna expect a way smaller player base and probably tons of hackers. So yeah,
that's hackers is another thing. Hackers is another thing.
That's why I don't try to recommend people to play the old games.
So that's why we're hoping for a good Call of Duty so that we can play. Unfortunately, this is not a good Call of Duty.
As of so far, yeah. I mean, only its campaign was available as of today, and then yeah. Its campaign was rubbish. Absolute trash.
To the point where like everyone just said this could be like a DLC for Modern Warfare 2.
Which it was originally.
And it's so bad that like the trophy system and like I think the PlayStation Xbox don't consider this like as like a new game. They don't have the highest trophy because it falls under DLC for Modern Warfare 2. Apparently.
Yeah. Wasn't there a bug where it was like you needed Modern Warfare 2's this to like?
Yeah, that was some stupid ass bug.
Because it acted as if it was a DLC. So dumb. It's so dumb, man.
Yeah. Call of Duty, everyone.
And what IGN gave it a 4 out of 10.
Call of Duty
usually gives Call of Duty games like 8 to 9 for the most part. So it's like really.
Call of Duty now focuses pretty much on upgrading, enhancing graphics and sound designs that they don't care about gameplay. Did you not? Like it's wild how we are going into a day and age now, right?
Yeah.
Where the most important thing to AAA companies is the graphics and the sound design. Well,
I mean,
what? What'd
I
you
was gonna
say?
say it goes into developing a game. It's a
Well, no,
part of
but like,
it.
let me try and explain to you. Let me try and explain to you, right? What would you? Okay, like when I say like graphic design is not graphic design is my passion, but graphics, right? Like having high fidelity graphics, like that's not a bad thing. Like that's like obviously always good because like you know what I mean, and that takes up the most like hardware aspect. Like that's why like the more graphics, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just that like most people will play them on lower settings to make the game run smoothly. So even if you maximize have the coolest graphics, well, most people are not going to use those graphics. I'm talking true facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean. But
Now, that does not mean that having incredible graphics is bad. It's obviously good because the cooler graphics are like, oh, like this looks incredible, right? It makes the experience more. If you're looking for a realistic game, more realistic. If you're looking for a different style, like you can probably express your style with better graphics. You know.
right. Yeah.
However, if your gameplay is terrible, it's buggy, it's a mess. Like no one gives a shit if your graphics look incredible, but if it's a buggy mess.
Yeah. True.
So that's why indie games are rising. Like indie games may not have like the most incredible graphics, right?
Yeah.
But it's got an incredible gameplay experience because these most of the time indie games are gamers, like that creating the game. You know what I mean? Indie devs are gamers. Like obviously the devs are gamers, right? Like other AAA companies, devs are gamers. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't join a game company if you're not a gamer. But the suits above, like they're probably not gamers. They're
No,
like all
definitely not.
business. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So they're like, how do we generate the most revenue? You know what I mean? Like, well, if we have the coolest graphics, yeah, people are like, oh my god, that looks incredible. They will be more attracted to buy the game.
Right.
So they focus more on graphics.
I get what you're saying,
Yep.
but so you're just saying that they just focus on that.
Look, there's another aspect that they'll focus on, which I'm gonna go into a bit, but right? But
I
let
just
me
want
tell
to
you
focus
something.
on the fact that this campaign's absolute
No,
rubbish.
no, I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking about games in general, not Call of Duty, not Call of Duty anymore.
Okay.
I've moved away. I'm just talking about I'm talking about nowadays, right? We have where we are in gaming industry, how games are pretty much always focusing on having the world's highest gaming fidelity looking as game. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Let me give you an example. Golem, for example, is a terrible game.
Yeah.
Well, it had like solid graphics, like the golem itself looked like the golem from the movie. You know what I mean? And it had like
Uh,
captured, well,
I wouldn't say that.
it kind of did. But like for me, when I looked at Golem's graphic, I didn't think it was terrible. But like I wouldn't go to that. But like it looked good, like it looked solid. Like I sat there, I was like, oh, like this looks like a Lord of the Ring graphic. Like I thought that looked better than some of the other Lord of the Ring games that were made in like whatever like ages ago. You know what I mean?
I think I hard disagree, but your
Well,
opinion,
I
yeah.
thought it looked a bit better. Like I'm not saying I didn't say it looks incredible. I'm just saying it looked better. But then like the gameplay was terrible.
Right.
For another example, Forspoken tried to make their graphical enhancement incredible, right? Try.
Right.
I'm not saying it is incredible. And then they tried to
Okay.
have all these particle effects because they're like, what, might as well have particle effects. The game's
Sure.
terrible. The game's terrible.
Okay.
What I'm getting at is that we need replayability. You know what I mean? Playability. If the core mechanics of the game is great, is the level design great? If everything feels great, go ahead. Like chuck graphics. For me, like graphics is like I don't know about you. For me, it's like graphics is not the last. Is not the last priority. It's like not last priority. It's like it's important, but not like the number one important thing. You know what I mean?
I get what you're
Not
saying. It's
you.
just part of the experience.
Right, exactly. But like for you, how? Okay, rate these in order, right? Right. I want you to rate these in order, okay?
Okay, sure.
From most important in a game to least important in a game.
All right.
Playability. Like game mechanics, playability, all that stuff that falls under playability, okay?
Okay.
Level design.
All right.
Story. If there is a story. If the game has a story, it's a story, okay?
Okay.
Graphics.
Yeah.
Sound design.
All right.
Voice acting.
Wouldn't that just fall under sound design?
No. Voice acting and sound design are two different things.
Okay.
I'll explain to you why in a bit.
Look,
And,
you're giving me a lot of things, but we're kind of diverging a lot from what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I still think it's an important topic. We'll dive back into Call of Duty in a bit. Those are the 6 things. We'll go with those 6 for now. Do you have any?
Okay.
Do you want to add any more that I might have missed?
I think it's a bit too much, but no.
Okay. How would you rank these?
Okay, so playability probably first.
Same with me.
Then story.
Mm-hmm.
Then probably level design.
Yep.
Then I'd probably say voice acting / audio design. Like, because I don't like they're both. I'd say like either or. I don't mind. And then probably graphics at the end.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah.
The reason why I separate voice acting and audio design, right, is that like audio is like how realistic something sounds. Like if it, like for example, if like let's say you can have incredible voice, like you can get like some incredible voice act characters and have like expressions and all that stuff, but then like your audio design when swords clash, you just get stock sword sound, for example.
Right.
That mean like your sound design. That's why I say you split your sound design into a voice and like what's it called, sound, because then you sit there and say, oh, the sound design of the game is terrible, but the voice acting is incredible. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but then each one you can go very specific.
Right.
Playability is very vague.
No, playability is vague, but like yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Like the graphics is the most important. One of the most important. The other most important thing is is nowadays is how many important people can you chuck into your game? How many? Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
You've lost me, to be honest.
How many famous people? For example, right? If your game has Cyberpunk went and grabbed what's his name?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves as one of the game, like as an actor to like act out to do the voice and like you know what I mean? Everyone pretty much was on board Cyberpunk because Keanu Reeves was there, you know?
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? Like they just chucked a whole bunch of money at a celebrity and they got him into the game.
True. Yeah.
So like so like some games just chuck a whole bunch of money either at the voice acting or actual like celebrity games. You know what I mean? Celebrities to be in the game, like
I mean, it depends. Yeah.
Well, is that really important for a game? You know what I mean?
Depends on the game, no?
Well, it does depend on the game, but like if your game's a buggy mess, then you know what I mean? I don't care which celebrity you throw in there, you know what I mean? It's not going to save it.
Trash, yeah, but it's like I mean, it's not like every game has a star cast. Or some games just have normal voice actors.
But like sometimes like you've got incredible voice. Remember like the Bayonetta drama that like because of the change of voice acting?
Yes. The voice actress, yeah.
Voice actress, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I'm not saying like the change of voice acting didn't ruin the experience of the latest Bayonetta game. It didn't ruin it. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
She still had fun. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like companies think like that having like incredible voice actors or incredible like just talents in there, will bolster games. But sometimes it doesn't. These guys just changed it. You know what I mean? And the game was still very good. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Like we live in a world where like games are now more about like
I'm still confused about the voice acting thing. Okay, if they have if they have a StarCast sign or not, and if they do or if they do not, and they still do good voice acting, what does this mean for the game?
I'm not talking about like good. I'm talking about the fact that like these are aspects that like the AAA industry focus more than gameplay. You know what I mean? For example, this Call of Duty game, right? We think the gameplay is terrible. We think the gameplay is terrible because the story lacked. You know, you said story was important. The story was lacking, and the gameplay was lacking. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But then it had like the graphics. What do you think of the graphics of the new Call of Duty?
The graphics, like the old one, it looks realistic.
Correct. And
it's not
what
stylish, but it's realistic.
And then they brought back characters from the other Call of Duty that people would say iconic, right?
Well, yes, but I don't know any of the voice actors for them.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about like, yeah, okay.
But it's not like that's why I was confused. It's not like any of them are stars. They're just voice actors.
Yeah, but like they probably stars in like the gaming verse. Like people probably recognize the voice acting and recognize the characters. I might have gotten voice acting characters mixed up. But anyway, but what I'm saying is like if you got, let's say you got a new type of, like, let's say we decided to branch off. Like let's say we released Modern Warfare 3, okay?
Yeah.
And we released a longer campaign because remember, gameplay time probably is just important for a campaign, right? Yeah, it was one of the shortest. So. We released a decently chunked campaign, right?
Yeah.
With an incredible story, with incredible gameplay, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe if we wanted the new cast of characters, we can have a new cast. We can keep the old cast. We can do whatever. We can keep maybe the same quality of graphics. You know what I mean? We can maybe if we didn't focus on graphics, maybe we have like a slightly worse version of graphics. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be better than what we've gotten right now?
It would be, yeah.
Mm.
But it's like anything would be better than what we got now.
That is true. Anyway, I just wanted to make that spiel on like gameplay. I don't know if everything I said right, but I think
honestly, instead of saying voice actors or stars, you could have said nostalgia. Nostalgia would have been a better point, in my opinion.
Nostalgia.
Yes, because they just I mean, what Modern Warfare 3, you can just literally point at the older game and go, "Ooh, I played this game as a child. Let me get this game," like something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
And how they use characters from that and all that. You could that could have been a slightly
maybe, but like I was trying to get at like I wasn't really trying to aim at Call of Duty. I was trying to aim at like in general. I was trying to aim
also kind of it's really niche. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know Keanu Reeves. I don't know many other stars. That
well, maybe we don't know because we don't delve into like, you know what I mean.
Like every game's voice acting.
Because next you're gonna tell me like Matt Pat voicing as Freddy in like Five Nights at Freddy. Spoilers if no one knows that Matt Pat was voicing as him, you know what I mean?
I mean, neither of us have watched the movie, so we don't know.
But like, I'm just saying, spoiler. Like, we saw that on the internet. He said it himself, like, right? Like,
I'm pretty sure he's in the movie, but yeah.
Right? Do I care if he's in the movie?
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. But there's some people who are like, "Oh my god, that's like the biggest news." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting at. Like, for us, maybe we don't care, but for other people, it, like, you know what I mean, it has a significant impact. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Right. It's like, for example, like the Garfield movie coming up. What's his name was voicing him?
I forgot
his name. Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone memed on it because, like, because obviously it's
Mario movie, right? Then Garfield movie.
Right, but like, why did they sign him? Because like, why did they sign him to do that movie? You know what I mean?
Because he's a star, he's going to bring people to watch the movie.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. We may not know like too many stars, but I'm saying like maybe other people might know stars that like bring their attention. That's why I brought up voice acting and actors. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Bro, imagine like what's a good? Well, actually, don't imagine what I was about to say. But anyway, back to what we're saying is that isn't like one of the most popular games right now, right?
What?
Like, what's it called? The Diver Dave or something?
Yeah.
And that game's graphics is just pixels.
Yeah.
Like, but the gameplay looks like, I had a look at it right the other day.
Yeah.
The gameplay looks genuinely fun. That's a game I would genuinely play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Like that game looks way better than Call of Duty. In terms of playability,
because it's a game that you can play and have fun, and probably has more time than 4 hours worth of replayability.
Correct. You know what I mean? So that's
maybe I should I know probably not the best time to specify this now, but this is just in relation to the campaign, because everything else just came out tonight, like as a recording.
Correct.
Everything else. So we'll probably talk about that next week.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it is. And then don't forget, like, they're still charging like $70 for this stupid game in America.
Yeah.
When you could probably buy 4 games, you could probably buy 4 or 5 games just as good as Diver Dave. Is it called Diver Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Diver Dave, I think it's called that, yeah?
Yeah, Diver Dave.
Also, just so we're clear, like, Diver Dave. Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver.
Even though those haven't released, the Zombies is just Warzone's map. the maps for a multiplayer or just remasters. So from that alone, you can be very questionable if they're good or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of reusing.
Remember, guys, 200 gigs as well.
True, 200 gigs, because like 30 of it is used for some BS that I can't remember. And like 70 for each game mode or something akin to that.
Yep. So,
Bane.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Activision, Blizzard King, Microsoft. Microsoft. Let's talk about Microsoft.
So we went from Activision to Microsoft.
Well, bro, I don't even know, bro. Because wait, isn't Activision Blizzard King like under Microsoft now?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
so
that's
we
what.
went
That's what I
from
mentioned.
them to them.
Well, no, I'm like, what I'm sorry. Okay. What I'm trying to get is like, Call of Duty is their marquee game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Microsoft, you know, not only do they have like a marquee game, they have a marquee console. Well, not even marquee console. They have a console called the Xbox. Like Microsoft has an Xbox, right?
What? Never knew. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. They decided to throw in a game ad for Call of Duty because they want, that's their marquee game. They pretty much signed Activision Blizzard King, right? To get Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That is legit. Like they legit signed it just to get Call of Duty. I kid you not. Like
they're controlling the would you call
they
it? Like,
want Call of Duty. Like I think they want Call of Duty. All the rest are like bonuses. Like King for Candy Crush. Yeah, they're like, oh, King is great money.
That's like that's the money maker in the background.
Right, but like they want Call of Duty. They want Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
And in Blizzard's just a bonus.
Well, Blizzard because like
or bad baggage depending on who you ask.
That's true. I think like, but the difference is like, I think this would never happen if like any of the investigation of Bobby Kotick actually came to light. Like, if none of that came out, this deal probably would never happen because I think Phil Spencer like is a gamer. A, yeah, and B, like he wants to make great games. You know what I mean?
So wait, do you mean like if it never came out that he did what he did, or if like what do you mean by that? Sorry,
well, the allegations.
No, yeah, if it never came out, or if
no, it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happened,
obviously it happened, right? What I'm saying is that like if like these allegations didn't come out, right? Like, you know what I mean? Phil Spencer would have not been like, all right, let's buy like Activision Blizzard King. You know what I mean?
Why? Sorry, I might be a bit confused.
Oh, because Bobby Kotick would probably not sold it.
I mean, he would have been on I guess, less of a pedestal. Like, there's less of a reason for him to sell it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you think about it, like,
for a second, I thought you just meant like, oh, he arrests some people, let's buy it. And I was like, oh.
No. What I'm saying is like, because like, think about it. You wouldn't propose a deal if you're not confident you're gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you only propose a deal if you're confident in getting it, unless you're like one of those sketchy salesmen that are like always proposing deals to everyone, door-to-door salesman. You know, that you're like, I'll just try my luck. You know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Microsoft's probably like, all right, we'll offer a deal, right? Like, because like, you know, like they're like, think about it. Like, it's the same with how do you say Pod Howard's company.
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. Like Bethesda's on the downfall. Bethesda's not on the downfall. Microsoft doesn't buy it.
True.
There's the same thing. Like,
yeah, true. And then they tried getting the
because think about it. Like Bobby Kotick only sold it because he knew he was going to get money. Like he knew that if he stayed, like for example, if he kept staying, like I think Activision Blizzard King probably end up getting bankrupt. High chance, very high chance.
I mean,
in not now, like in 3, 4, 5 years. Like, you know, each game gets worse and worse. People keep leaving the company. Eventually, it just ends up being bankrupt. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'd say bankrupt, but it could go
collapsing, whatever.
Like it'd be on the down
correct.
Low.
So Bobby Kotick like jumps ship, gets a whole huge payout, and what's his name? Phil Spencer ends up buying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, this only happens because Bobby Kotick, all his allegations comes to light. You know what I mean? And then he gets scared, like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Might as well jump shit and get like a payout. You know what I mean?
True.
And that's why he accepted the deal, because like Microsoft doesn't propose a deal unless they're going to, you know, like have a high chance of getting it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Anyway, back to what I was trying to get at is that like because they want this marquee game, right?
Yeah.
To sell, like, right? They decided to put ads when you turn on the Xbox. The first thing you see.
Yeah. That's gonna get gamers on our side. Let's go.
No one wants that, bro. I
I know,
don't want to
right?
see that. Like, dude, like, look, ads are great for awareness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know, like, that Hungry Jack's is having a deal so they can get new cups whenever you buy a large meal. That's currently happening in Australia. You know what I mean? By the way, this is not a sponsored ad.
All right.
You didn't see those ads, so you had no idea. So that day I came home with I came with glasses, and then and I was like, look at what I got, and then like you're like, where did you get those from? I'm like, Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, and I was like, so
You're
confused.
like, you were surprised.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that, by the way. Like, I haven't seen it. I saw it from you, but I didn't see it.
Right. So like, obviously, ad awareness is important, you know.
Yeah.
But like, that's not the first thing I want to see when I want to see a startup, right? That's the type of thing I want to see when I go to the store and the first thing I see is an ad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you go to
like
I don't know, like EB Games and you see it.
Right. No, what I'm saying is that I'm talking about when you go on the PlayStation store. When I go on on the PlayStation store, when I hop on, right?
On the Microsoft store, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Microsoft store, right?
Yeah.
There's a section called ads. There's a section called at the top ads. So I could see, you know, like they've got ads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, ads is like in gaming, because ads in everything else is completely different. Ads let you know what's coming out. So ads is technically like what's coming.
Yeah.
Because you're advertising what's coming. Because there's obviously ads for different things. Like on like if you there's like ads on YouTube, which
like for awareness,
what's it called, like health, like what's it called, all this stuff, blah blah blah. Like he's a company, we're offering some sort of sale. None of that. Like ads in gaming within the internal store, like online store, not at shops, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the internal store, it's just to let you know what's coming. You know what I mean? But that's not the first thing. Right, exactly. That's not the first thing I want to see. That's not the first thing I want to see.
I think they took a book out of YouTube.
Yeah, we'll discuss YouTube in a bit. We'll discuss YouTube in a bit.
Sure.
We'll yeah.
But no, I think this is kind of
this is stupid.
Odd.
This is stupid. This is stupid. Like, you know what I mean?
Why does it have to be when you turn it on? Could it just be like look? They could even put it like, you know how, like, I don't know how the Xbox layout is.
It might not be when you turn it. It's like like obviously, because like you've got to select an account. Like that's like every Thursday. I think that's like the post that.
Okay.
I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know. But
neither of us have.
Everyone was complaining the fact that like this was on startup. This
so
was on
it's
startup.
just, yeah.
Yes. So our thoughts on it is that this is terrible.
Okay, I just double checked it. It's basically a pop-up that takes up the entirety of your screen.
Yeah, I know, but is that on like that's startup, right?
Basically.
Is that like, yeah, but obviously I'm like, when I say startup, I mean like it's like when you log in, you know, it's like select who's playing and like, oh, which account. That's after that. It has to be. It can't be before that. Don't tell me it's before that. Anyway, if you've got an Xbox, please write in the description or like not the description, write a comment explaining that. Probably helps us. What do you say?
It just because I see an image of it. It just has like, it takes up the entire screen. Has like the game and description about it. It says buy now, get the upgrade, or exit.
Yeah, no, I know what it looks like.
I'm assuming it's after you log in.
Yeah.
But God forbid it do not be.
It's not that. It's like they're only doing it because this is their marquee game. You know what I mean? They're shoving it in people's. But then it annoys gamers because like for example, right? I'll give you why it annoys me. Okay.
Why?
There are kids who play Xbox. You know what I mean?
True.
There are like, I don't know how young your kid or the kid is playing Xbox, right? They say Call of Duty, and this is an R18 game, R15 game, or whatever your rating is, or whatever your country is, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They see this is not something they see, right? and sometimes like parents, like, you know what I mean, probably tell their kids do not go onto the store page. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they don't want them to. That's why like parents, probably kids will discipline kids because like knowing kids these days, they like take their parents' credit cards to use on Fortnite points, whatever it's called, not points,
V-Bucks.
V-Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Discipline kids, like, because well, when I was a kid, like we'd have to
I
ask
mean,
our
you couldn't
parents, like,
even. There wasn't even microtransactions for the most part.
yeah, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah. But yeah, I would
you
ask him, but
you
like, oh, I
ask,
want this game.
oh yeah, I want this game, or can I please purchase this? Anyway, basically,
Basically, Jimmy's gonna
Wait.
see this, and his mom's gonna go, "What is this?"
right, and then like he presses, like, let's say the kid accidentally presses X and takes it to the store, and he accidentally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like he just like spamming, like, "Oh, I'm just going. I want to get log in
Right,
instantly,"
exactly,
and then this
exactly,
pops up,
right,
and he doesn't realize.
yeah, and then but not only that, like this is an R18, like the image is probably might disturb the kid. You know what I mean?
The image does involve the character holding a gun.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Like, you know what I mean? Like a kid, maybe
It's
he's never
kind
seen.
of, I guess it's kind of like obscured, but you could tell it's a weapon.
Right, I know, but like, dude,
Yeah.
like that's why I find this weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should know that gamers are for all age. I get it. You want to show off your marquee game, go ahead, but you need to realize that there are young to old age group playing on your console.
True.
You know what? Like, because like people, like, I heard people saying like, I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't want to see this ad, right? Well,
Right.
they're trying to show it off. Like, I get it. You don't care about Call of Duty because you probably care about other games such as Genshin, or you're probably like a story-driven game. You don't want to play a first-person shooter game, right? So you don't want to see Call of Duty, yeah?
Yeah, maybe you're on it into Baldur's Gate or something like
Right,
that.
right. But then like, oh, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
completely fine. But like, that's your opinion. But like, I'm talking about like something like that can like mentally hurt someone, like a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing an image of someone holding a gun, or like them accidentally clicking a button that's because they don't understand, that takes them to the storefront. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like when you get onto the game, you're probably spamming the X to like, oh, I select my account. I'm like just trying to get into like a game as fast as possible. You know what I mean? That
True.
the first time it appears, it probably took a lot of people to the store. People always want, why to get to the store here? Why am I on this Call of Duty page? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like it probably took a lot of people like
By surprise, it took people by
yeah,
surprise.
by surprise, yeah,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is like, because
caught
like,
them off guard. That's
right,
what
like
I'm
a
saying,
kid sees someone holding a gun, like it's probably like not something that you want to be shown. That's why this should have been on the store page. You know what I mean?
True.
Yes, the store page, kids can access the store page. Probably kids might go and click on the store page, you know, because they buy like Fortnite and all that stuff. So you know what I mean. But these are probably older, like if they access the store page, like they're probably older kids,
Teenagers or
right, teenagers,
yeah.
or that they're with their parents, like when they purchase like whatever they're purchasing. You know what I mean?
Do note the image is mostly like red and like black and grey, so that doesn't help people.
Right.
It's not like happy colors, I'd say.
But that's why I'm saying, why would you throw this on the front? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this isn't something that should be thrown. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not.
And you might be wondering, oh well, YouTube throws their ads in front of the video, and kids might be watching their videos. Well, if you're a responsible adult, you'd probably put YouTube Kids for kids.
Yeah, which doesn't have ads from.
Which doesn't have ads
believe.
for an obvious reason, for this exact reason. You know what I mean?
Yes, and most of their ads also are.
Which
not,
ads?
Like, I mean, most of their ads also go through their own systems.
You talking about YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, bro,
most of the ads I see aren't like people with guns, let's just say.
Well, yeah, but let's say you don't talk about like people with guns, but a couple months back there was the movie for The Nun, bro, and like that was like a horror movie. So imagine you're a kid and you get that.
Yeah, could be a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a responsible parent, you put your kid on like on YouTube Kids until they're like, you know what I mean, mature enough to be able to be, you know what I mean, to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's another separate topic. The topic of ads is completely separate. You know what I mean? Like, like there's a whole bunch of stuff like of ads in general. You know what I mean? Like people have gone through traumatic experience, might see something that on an ad they might not want to see, and all that stuff. Like there's a whole bunch. So you can't pinpoint every single possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't
right, but
target everything.
Exactly. But like it's stupid how like that this. For me, for my opinion, because I don't think anyone's talking about the fact that like this ad can be seen by kids when they log in. I don't think anyone's talking about that. You know what I mean? But the fact that this slipped through like Microsoft, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially probably Phil Spencer, because Phil Spencer's like everyone can play games. You know, he's a gamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how it went through him. Yeah.
Like,
Again, what would you say?
I was gonna say they could have also, where inside the shop, how they have like a shop page button,
Mm-mm.
for instance. They could have had like a little graphic on that showing like Modern Warfare, for instance, and when you go on it, it shows it. Like just something so
There's
it's
like
not
I don't
just the
know.
first thing you see,
Yep.
basically.
Okay. Enough about that. BlizzCon happened.
Yes.
Again, it's still Microsoft. This is the
First one.
final BlizzCon where Bobby Kotick was probably like whatever. Everything shown up was probably still under Bobby Kotick because they were still in the transitional phase. So,
But
what do you say?
Microsoft's here.
But yeah, Microsoft is here. So,
So yeah.
like in the future, like the next BlizzCon will be like fully Microsoft integrated. Because like Phil Spencer was that BlizzCon, if I remember
Yeah, he
correctly.
was. He was.
Yeah,
And
but like,
even he name dropped StarCraft, which people were excited for. So
mm.
he's got some plans. It seems like.
Yeah, so that's like very cool, chill. Well, some stuff because some stuff I'm interested in is because I play Overwatch. I saw the new hero and then some teaser for a couple other heroes, and yeah, that was about it for me that I really enjoyed. And
Yeah,
then I
they
think
had
there was
like
like
expansions for the most part.
expansions for other games.
Diablo, Hearthstone, Warcraft. There's quite a lot.
Mm.
They also had Overwatch League stuff, I believe. Also, or
Not
the World
Overwatch
Cup.
League,
Sorry,
World Cup,
World
World
Cup.
Cup. Yeah, which
And
I'll
yeah,
watch. Congrats to Saudi Arabia for winning that. That was a wild upset. I did
and
watch those. Those
they
were crazy.
had a K-pop performance, and I think that was pretty much all. I think they were
Yep.
also talking more with Phil Spencer,
Mm.
but that was most of it.
Yep.
Like wrapped up, yeah.
Okay.
Not too much happened, but like if you play World of Warcraft, because there's a lot of stuff dropped for that, or if you play Hearthstone or like any of the Blizzard
mm,
games, it's pretty clear some stuff came out, and some people are probably excited for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like it's not very, it's not as big as it used to be, but it's like self-contained kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yep. Again, like this is probably Bobby Kotick's last reign
last
on him.
BlizzCon, I guess.
Yeah. And again, Bobby Kotick strikes again with Overwatch 2 crazy price skins. They
Yep,
had like a K-pop collaboration. That's why there was K-pop at the
at the BlizzCon, yeah.
yep. Where they dropped 4 K-pop skins for the price of like $65 in American, which is not
That's
worth it.
that's the cost of 2 Dive of the Days or whatever, Dave the Diver
Dave
games.
the Diver games.
Yeah.
You can buy one and gift one to your friend.
Yeah, you can. Steam, yeah, just gift it around here. You could do that.
Yep. Yeah.
Or you
So
should buy them separately as well, the skins, if I'm
you
not
could for like
mistaken.
$25 each. So
Hey,
that would have
Bob.
been like. Yeah. This is their second event because they had like the collaboration event. The first one was One Punch Man, and this is the
Yeah.
K-pop one. I think the K-pop skins look way better than One Punch Man skins.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, One Punch Man, it's first of all, it's the first collab, and second of all, it's an anime, so it's going to be harder to
No,
get
well,
all.
they wanted the thing that, however, they wanted them like the characters to be cosplaying. That's why they don't look like the One Punch Man characters.
So are they cosplaying in this one as well? Or
No,
no?
they just they like yeah. That's what I'm getting at. That's why like
Uh,
that's why I'm saying like the One Punch Man skins at that time like didn't look incredible because of the
yeah.
fact that like they because for example like they said like in the future like we could do a whole bunch of collabs and now like when we see anime collabs they said they're gonna get to dress up like cosplay, you know what I mean, because
Yeah.
cosplay is never perfect, you know what I'm saying.
True.
So that's kind of why. But then I sit there, it's like, dude, it just look way cooler if you just like, you know what I
Yeah, just
mean?
did it, and I think every other skin so far has just been like just a direct
Anyway,
skin.
Bobby Kotick again strikes again with the prices, and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Too much.
yeah.
Too
Let's
much
talk
money.
about like then. Let's jump ships from Microsoft to let's go Destiny. Let's go Destiny.
Oh, sure. Bungie.
Bungie, who by
So I
the
guess
way wasn't
PlayStation
it
then.
bought it on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're getting rid of employees.
yeah, they got rid of a lot of them.
Do we know the reason why? I'm not 100% sure.
I think they listed two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
They listed like player retention being low
Mm-hmm.
and them not making as much money,
Mm-hmm.
which is strange. One of the major reasons they got bought by PlayStation was so they don't fire people, and here we are. I kid you not, there's articles written on that. There's articles on that, and they, yeah, here we are, laying off people. So, yeah. I mean, it's not just people that are like, lower on the chain, veterans, managers. It's like just people from multiple
Yeah, no, but that's why I'm still
jobs,
confused. That's why I'm confused. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's confusing.
and they delayed the next expansion and the next game because of that.
Supposed to be delayed. Who
Expansion
knows?
delayed to, I think, was it not February, maybe
Yeah. So basically,
June,
basically,
some late mid next year or something, something like
yeah.
that.
So basically, broken promises like, oh, like we'll get buyers to keep you hired, and then you guys are going.
True.
I don't got any more to say on that. That's just sad.
It is sad, and hopefully they find jobs because I know
Maybe
some.
PlayStation offers them different position. Maybe we just haven't heard.
Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. It's strange though because they have an expansion and another game, and they are like firing workers.
I
You should
don't
be
understand.
hiring
I
workers.
don't understand. I don't understand.
And I think I think the other game was delayed to like 2025 because of that or something like that. So I don't
Okay.
know, crazy.
Okay.
So wishing the best of luck the workers to find a new job.
Okay. Yep. Skull Island. Let's talk about Skull Island.
Alright, sure.
I think there was like an article and stuff saying that they were using pre-made assets.
Yep, what a
And
surprise.
this is a game where like
Bad, very bad conditions. Like
well, I'm not
the
gonna say that.
workers
This is a
put in.
game where like remember I was talking about graphics before?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a game that needed graphic enhancement. But also the gameplay was ass. So
Yeah,
it
it
needed
was.
both. Like this because I mean to be fair, like if the gameplay was good then it could have been good, but then like I think like the graphics are terrible.
Yeah, it does, and then the gameplay doesn't help.
It doesn't help pre-made assets. Oh my god.
Yeah, they just use free assets and what. It's like
Yeah, no.
it's not. I don't fault the devs because I only had like a year to make this game. The publisher is really at fault here for putting them under this
How
much
do
stress.
like I think I said this on I don't remember if I said this, but how do we like live in a world where like top tier like IPs fall into terrible dev like not dev sorry terrible companies, terrible publishers
I guess
like
I don't know. Maybe they see.
Lord of the Rings gets it like falls under I don't know who made Golem, and then what's it called? King
Dalek, I think,
Kong
made them.
falls under what we saying?
Dalek, I think that would pronounce it.
Yeah, but anyway, but like basically, how do these two incredible IPs like? I reckon that there are so many companies would love to grab these IPs and make incredible games of them, yet they fall into these companies. You know what I mean?
I think now I think the IP for what's called Lord of the Rings is now with what is it called? It's with a different company now. I
I
don't
know,
remember the
but like
name off
what
the
I'm
top of my
saying
head.
is I cannot believe that like these are the companies that the IPs fall into.
Yeah, I think maybe because they see either cheap
That's not even
price.
that. Like what's it called? Like as in like Avengers falls into Square Enix, but then I don't even think
They
Square
get
Enix
it.
is
Crystal
a team.
Dynamics.
Like you know what I mean?
Even to Crystal Dynamics has made like what Lara Croft, the recent Lara Croft game. So it's like yeah.
I don't know, fam. It's just
Well,
wild.
we still have one more game that's a movie tie-in coming out this year. Do you
Which
know
one's
which
that?
one game it is? It's
Mm.
Avatar.
Oh god.
I can tell you those. At least Avatars are grade above these other three games. Not without a shadow of a doubt, it's a grade above.
When you say grade above, right?
Yeah, like in terms of budget, in terms of fidelity, gameplay looks better. You can't tell me it's worse than Golem in terms of gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like see,
Yeah,
like um the thing is, I'm scared that how buggy it's gonna be. Like, remember, like we always say that
True.
like it comes out and it's a buggy mess. Like, I'm always skeptical.
That's good to keep in mind. They did have a pre. It's like they had like a thing where they invited people to play the game and give their thoughts.
Yep.
That was a couple, I think, like 2-3 weeks ago now,
Yep.
and people had mostly positive.
That's good.
Like
That's good.
it wasn't like because the gameplay it's a first person shooter kind of thing.
Yep.
But it's set in the Avatar world, and you're playing as a
Yep.
I don't know what they're called because I've only watched the first movie and I don't remember much of it. But that you play as the blue people, I guess, and whatnot. But it's like I could say from what I've seen, the graphics look very good though. So if you want to say one thing that's good, you can say graphical fidelity. And it looks like it's actually on a way higher budget compared
That's
to these other
good.
two.
That's good.
Like let's be honest, Kong was made on a budget of like $2. Golem was made on a budget of like 10 cents. Avengers was made on a budget of live service, so it's like, what were you expecting? So it's like,
But like I said, I don't even think Avengers was on the Square Enix's
no,
A
it
team.
wasn't. It was on Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you know, the A team was making, I don't know, like what do you call it?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, yeah. So it's like they definitely weren't. The Golem devs had the A team, but it was like,
Okay.
and then Skull Island was just.
Well, look, I feel
they were
like
just
the more we
screwed
talk,
from the beginning.
I feel bad for
Kong.
no, like devs. I feel bad for devs because some these are not the devs' fault.
I can at least vouch for Kong Island, but I'm not sure about Golem to be honest. Probably also similar case.
Yeah,
Probably similar case.
yeah.
Crystal Dynamics actually worked on the game and people kind of enjoyed it, but it was just kind of a mess. You know, I mean, buggy, you know, live service, monetization.
Dude, what hurts the most is that once you know that your game is bugged, yeah,
it just kills the momentum.
well, no, it's not that. It's like you should go and fix your bugs, not go and continue like developing stuff. Like I remember, like Avengers, like they had a buggy game, and then they thought that the release of Spider-Man would solve the issues. The release of Spider-Man did not solve any issues, and then that was like a console exclusive for PlayStation. So like, they were saying it's gonna solve the what?
I don't think it even brought much people back on.
Yeah, but remember, like this they were saying it's gonna solve the issue, right?
Yeah.
But then this was a PlayStation exclusive, so like, how was it gonna solve the issue for other consoles?
And people, because I think around that same time, like there was Spider-Man and Fortnite, and people complaining the swinging in both games.
Yeah.
And Fortnite had way better swinging, which was like, huh? Like a game that's a shooter does better swinging than a game that is a hero game.
You're asking the wrong guy this question.
All right, so we're gonna have any other movie tie-in games next year? If we are, I want to see the budget of the games before they come out, so I can know if I should be interested at all in the games. Also, I remember the name of the other people who owned Lord of the Rings. It's Embracer Group.
Okay.
Embracer.
Okay. Now, the moment you've been all waiting for. Earlier, was it today?
It was today for us. So yeah.
Earlier today, right? Of this recording, GTA 6 trailer is coming in early December.
Yep, Rockstar announced it.
You heard it. They announced that a game's coming out in early December, a trailer.
Yeah, trailer for the game. The next GTA installment.
Now, will it be GTA 6? That's a question, because like, I'm not saying that. Was it going to be called GTA 6? Because it might be just called GTA, like, you remember some of the Vice City, some of them, what's the other one?
San Andreas.
Yeah, San Andreas. Like, is it going to be called GTA 6? Like, we don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, it'd be
they said it was a new installment, right? What'd you say?
I was gonna say it'd be funny because all the people who have like made, oh yeah, GTA 6 is coming soon, like the the fake ones, they'd be like crying if it wasn't called GTA 6.
Okay. And they said it was a new game, right? So we are 100% guaranteed it's a brand new game, right?
Yes.
So there's no chance. There's no way it's a chance, right? That it's a remake. So it's 100% a new game. So like, keep that in mind, guys.
If you want, I can give you word for word what they said. They
Did
said we
they-
will release the
Yeah.
first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. So if it isn't a new game, people will come back to this tweet. So, yeah.
Like, because like I sit there, it's like, do you like it has to, because you didn't say, right. Listen to this. They did not. They said the following. They said, they clearly stated next GTA installment, right? That what it
Next
said?
Grand Theft Auto for the next
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto. That's what.
Next Grand Theft Auto. So it has to be GTA 6 or whatever you're gonna call it, or like GTA, like
Yeah.
I don't even know, like GTA something, Vice City 2 or something. Right. So it can't
Right.
be a remake. It can't be a remaster, right? It's not Red Dead. It's not. It's not a Red Dead game. It's not. It's not a port.
PS4.
It's not like
reason.
it's nothing. You know, it is the next GTA, right? Like,
Yes.
you remember, like I'm saying, like it's next GTA, so that's what I'm saying. Not Red Dead, because
Yeah.
like you know,
Yeah,
like
it's not another.
it's not another game.
property.
Like
Yeah.
it is GTA, because they didn't say that we're making our next game. Next
Yeah, it's not
GTA.
going to be like, I don't know, the other properties. It's just, or franchises. It's just GTA.
Now, are they gonna chuck a Skyrim?
I hope not. I mean, we've had seen, to be honest, too many leaks of this game. Like, remember that one time where they were leaked like footage? There was like 90 different videos that were leaked out from one person. It was, of course, alpha footage, but it's like, if that, and that was like a year or two ago. So if that's the case, they've already started clearly. But it's like,
Yeah.
don't know how long they want to cook for.
Disclaimer. We're not the biggest, like, not the biggest fan. Like, I haven't played any GTA. I'm not sure about you.
I've only played GTA 5, but I've only played the multiplayer for that one.
Right,
So.
but like, so we're not the like world's greatest like GTA, but like this is still important because like GTA is a huge thing.
GTA is like what? One of made. I mean, GTA 5 itself has made too much money, to be honest, for its own sake. But like, yeah.
I mean, like for me, whenever I look at GTA, I think the modding community is like the coolest bit. Like that's what pretty much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny.
Right, but like I'm not saying it's a bad game. Like, you know, it's a good game.
No, it is, but I mean, like, you know how you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like the game, I just decided to search it up. It has 8 billion in worldwide revenue as of 2023. Like, what?
Okay.
A lot of money.
Okay, then yeah, like just look out for
So just in the first week, it just says early December. So early December, just be on the lookout for whenever they drop it.
Yeah.
And that's going to guarantee that's going to be like the #1 trending video, and that's going to be the most anticipated game whenever it comes out. Like, you know when the Game Awards says most anticipated game, that game is going to be the most anticipated. I guarantee.
No, well, I think it's like for me, the most anticipated game is probably the Wolverine game that like PlayStation announced.
Oh yeah, the Insomniac one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I can't
one,
wait for that.
That one's gonna be incredible.
But just for reference, this tweet came out earlier today. For us, it would have been, I think, maybe yesterday, like very, very late yesterday, like it would, like 6 a.m. or something. You know what I mean? It has 10.6 million views. The tweet.
Yeah, and there's probably hundreds of videos all over the place.
Yeah, that's how anticipated, you know what I mean? People are for this game.
Of course, yes.
So even though we may not see this as the biggest deal.
Well, no, we are saying it's the biggest deal. It's just not for us. You know what I mean? It's a big deal for the gaming landscape. It's just not for us.
Like, if it's good, I'd probably pick it up. Why not? Have fun with it. But yeah.
Anyway, final thoughts before we head off. I'll go first.
GTA 6 is coming. When do you think Skyrim's coming?
Yeah, when do you think release date is coming?
For what, GTA?
They hit us with the 2025.
They could hit us with the. I mean, if it's coming out in December, they could say it's. I mean, they did say they want in the next year or two they wanted to make a lot of money, so it could be maybe mid to late 2024.
Maybe. Okay.
If they say early 2024, that would be like.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
But no way. I don't expect that.
There's no way.
Unless they don't even give us a release date.
Okay.
They just, I don't know, like a month or a year.
They just show it off and they're like, yeah, what's it good? Like, to be TBC or like.
Don't do what like Cyberpunk did. When it's done, don't do that.
It will be released when it's
done, and then it's like comes out buggy.
Well, it was done. I mean, like the developers were done with it. The developers were done. The
development was done. The game wasn't.
the developers were legit like we're done with this game.
We're done touching this game. We're gonna touch on the Witcher remake. You have fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Final thoughts for me. If you're playing Genshin Impact, good luck with your Farina summons. Yeah, that's all I need to say.
You have to get that in there.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Farina is like one of the coolest characters added to the game. It's a 5-star Hydro Archon. It is one of the most entertaining characters.
Okay.
Has one of the best personalities.
Alright.
makes
No.
pretty much every single character viable in the game. Is cool. Is a bratty kid if you into that.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Her design is incredible. Other stuff in the update. There is a new player. I'm joking.
If you haven't clicked off the video yet, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we've got some incredible videos coming up as well.
And videos that are out if you want to watch them also.
Let us know if you want some Genshin vids. We'll also do those if you know what.
Yeah, you can hear my excitement from here.
No, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we actually got like some interesting stuff planned in the future as well.
Alright. Hit that like button if you want Sam to play Dave the Diver.
I'll actually play Dave the Diver.
I mean, it does have overwhelmingly positive. It is a good game. So yeah,
is it on the Switch?
I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't. If it is, sorry, not isn't.
Dave the Diver. I will play Dave the Diver.
Good news, it is on the Switch.
Alright, I'll definitely be playing Dave the Diver.
Yeah.
Alright then. Peace.
I guess that's it. Bye bye.
Bye.